To add an eSIM on an iPhone, it is possible to use the native camera application, but the preferred means is to go into Settings and select Cellular. Note that in the UK, that cellular menu option would be called Mobile Data. So I'll select Cellular. There's already a physical SIM installed on this phone acting as the personal line on the device. I want to add an eSIM as a business line on this device. So I'll select Add eSIM. That'll start the process of installing an eSIM, at which point you select Use QR Code, which will then bring up the camera. You point it at the QR code, and that will start the installation process of the eSIM. I'll simply hit Continue to activate the eSIM. This may take a few minutes. At this point, it'll launch a wizard that will ask a few questions about the new eSIM that you've installed. You can see that there's already a line on device called Primary. I'm going to select Business for the new line being added. So the new eSIM and will be a business line on the device. I'll hit Continue. Now it's going to ask which line will be used for the default line, and I'm going to select the primary line. That's what I want to use as my default line, not the business line. Next, it'll ask for iMessage and FaceTime, which line is preferred to use, and again, I'll select the primary line. Last, it's going to ask about cellular data, and in this model, the primary or existing line, which typically is a personal line, will supply mobile data. So I'll select primary here, not the business line. Now the eSIM is installed. I now have a second SIM on the device, a business line. I have my primary or personal line, and I have a business line on the device now. So if I go out of settings and go into the phone application, on the dial pad, a new button appears at the top. And by default, it'll say primary since we indicated the primary line as the line by default. But you can simply tap that and it'll bring up a pop-up window allowing you to select which line you'd like to use. So I'll select business, make a simple call. And if I go into my recents, you'll see there at the top, there's a little letter B next to that entry showing that I used my business line for that call. And if I tap that entry from recents, it'll again use the business line associated with that line.